was so hard watching our guys. So we are right in the middle of these practice matches with the Tokyo teams. Not only am I getting to see Neko again, I'm being exposed to new faces and names, which can be a little bit intimidating and overwhelming, but I'm having fun so far. I'm getting to witness that doubt in Hinata, especially with his quick attack. I'm just hoping he's able to communicate these feelings with Kageyama. This spring tournament, they need to beat a lot of big name teams. And with the way they're at right now, it ain't happening. I'm just ready to hop right into it, so let's get to it. Oh my gosh, Lev is probably gonna like really mess with Hinata's mindset. Yeah, oh man, there's tension. There's tension. Right, once again, I thought that was long gone. That was quick. Right, quick adapt. Live! Camera's already on top of it. I'm ashamed to admit that. I forgot what team does this. The read blocks? Was it Daytech? Yeah. It's Neko and Kenma, the strategist. Good for Hinata for using this energy and converting it to positive energy and not being distraught about it. I need to like take that with me. It's amazing to see that character be that way. Oh, Hinata, what are you doing? Oh! Is this what they mean by greed? Oh. But he does want to change. It's kind of like revisiting the scenario where like Hinata wanted to be the ace and Kageyama had to like talk to him and be like, hey, like decoys are cool too. And so I feel like we're gonna have to maybe have that conversation again to remind Hinata of his role. For a second there, I was like, okay, cool. Hinata took that as a positive, which was great, but the way he acted, at least in his environment, wasn't the right move. What's he gonna say to Kageyama? It just baffles me that this whole time I thought his eyes were opened. Right now they've made a point, right? They said right now that quick attack is solely on Kageyama's serving technique or setter technique. With Hinata opening his eyes, I wonder, like, he'll see it coming, but like maybe he can change the direction of the ball. Like, was it Daytech or was it Aoba where they like did some like, I think it was Daytech, they like did some movements with the hand that totally changed the direction of where the ball was going. So maybe they can do something like that. Once again, like I said, I don't know nothing about this sport, but that's where as far as my mind goes with that. Man, I can't believe he's been having his eyes closed this whole time. I can't get over it. Can't believe I never noticed. Back to day one. Eaten up? I don't like that term. I feel like they should all grow together.
皆さんはここにいるチームの中で一番弱いですね。
It's true. Gotta tell it to them straight. Mm-hmm.
彼らをただの敵と見るのか、それとも技を吸収すべき師と見るのか。
I mean, that's what we did with Neko in the last season.
伸びしろがあるということ。こんな楽しみなことはないでしょう。
Love it.
今なんか先生みたいで頼もしかったぜ。ありがとな。
ああ、僕
Such a 180 from that first speech he gave, huh?
空中での最後の一瞬まで自分で戦いたい。あの速攻にお前の意志は必要ない。
So he's saying it's all on him instead of on Hinata?
あれを軸に他の攻撃を磨いていくのがベストなんじゃないかな。
ああ、俺も菅原派だな。
Damn, so everyone's agreeing with what the setters are saying.
あの一瞬を空中でどうこうしようってのも正直難しい話だと思うぜ。
I mean, like he said, opening his eyes, no? And maybe moving his hand?
まあ、ブロックがいつもより見えることはあるよな。
I love that they're like talking this out right now.
え？ああ、そんな気がしたってことか？
He's like, you felt like.
だからそれはそんな気がしたってことなんじゃ。
Why does he keep saying that? Hinata saying that he's seeing it, and the coach saying he's like, well, you felt like you saw it? Is Hinata talking about the times that he did have his eyes open? Because the coach is so used to seeing him with his eyes closed?
次、平田と変われ。
はい。
Oh.
お前のやりたいことをどうするかはともかく、今日は一旦頭を冷やせ。状況で試してもうまくいくとも思えねえし、またさっきみたいな接触プレーで怪我されたらたまらんからな。
Tough call.
次も止めてやる。
負けねえし。
At least there's no bad blood between them. That was pretty intense.
いろんな課題を見つけられた気がします。
Mm-hmm.
全部持ち帰って一個ずつクリアしていかないといけないけどな。
This must be like mentally exhausting for them too.
帰るっていや、厄介な身内が帰ってくるんだよな。
A relative? Is it his grandfather? Oh my god, what if the grandfather comes and like watches the team? I like how Kageyama's going with it. It's kind of like what we saw with Kenma and Lev. You just gotta have to keep practicing it. But maybe Kageyama might see it as it being like pointless after so many attempts.
このできるかわかんねえ攻撃を繰り返すより、今までの攻撃とかサーブとかブロックとか他にやること山ほどあんだろうが。でも俺は
And they have no chance of winning.
コートにいる意味がなくなる。
Aww. Poor Yachi, she's like in the middle of this heated argument. Oh, poor Yachi.
てめえのわがままでチームのバランスが崩れんだろうが。
Oh, you didn't have to throw him, Kageyama. Oh, let's all be friends.
影山。
Oh. They're taking out their frustrations on each other. Oh no.
俺が今のままじゃ上にはもう通用しないんだ。
I don't like seeing our guys fighting. Oh no. Oh, the bruises and the bandages.
初めて友達じゃなく相棒ができた気がしてたんだ。
I know, Yachi, I know. I want to be Yachi's friend. Like, we're totally alike. Oh my gosh, that was so hard watching our guys fight it out like that.
もうさ、あいつらの喧嘩って今に始まったことじゃないだろう。
This is much more serious.
それを空中で平田が自分の意志で裁くことができたら。
It would be amazing.
いや、できるがんなもん。
Oh, they're doubting it. Am I understanding it correctly? Like, wait, okay, this is about to be over. Let me just save my thoughts for a second. Whoa.
あのコンビは小さな巨人をも超える。
Look at
空中戦
that.
の覇者となる。
コーチ、俺はどう練習すればいいですか？
Oh, I really liked this episode. It wasn't by any means easy watching Hinata and Kageyama go at it, especially in a more serious tone. And Also, just like I was saying, like, oh, like Hinata, he's taking this and he's bringing it in a more positive light, and I need to take that with me. But then it, like, his actions and then like the results of those actions, it just all turned downhill, and that was just so rough to see unfold. Now, am I understanding it correctly that Kageyama, Suga, the coach, they're doubting that they can level up their quick attack because it's so quick? Like legit, like when Hinata's up in the air and he's hitting that ball, it's like less than a second. But why can't they wrap their minds around Hinata opening his eyes? Like, I think that's what I'm having a hard time wrapping my head around. We're all agreeing with Kageyama and saying that they don't need Hinata's will. Like, that was like so strange. I couldn't fully understand where they were coming from. Is it the times that Hinata had his eyes open, no one noticed that he had his eyes open, and only Hinata? And that's why they're so against it? But then at the same time, I can see where Kageyama's coming from when he said earlier, like, stop focusing on something that we don't even know it's gonna work or you're gonna be able to pull off, and focus on like your serves, the attacks that we currently know. So I get that as well. I can really appreciate the anime showing me the coach really thinking through that process, because it can't just be Hinata thinking about it, right? If the coach is open to it, then we can go on to this next conversation that they're about to have, is like, how can Hinata practice? And I can really admire how Hinata's like keeping his ground. Like, this is what he wants to do. He wants to level up. He doesn't want to stay the same. He knows that there's a possibility and he wants to explore it. And then finally, of course, the star of this episode or lately has been Yachi. Come on, like I feel like we can be besties. She is just so freaking darn relatable. It's so funny to me. Some ways that she acts, the way she says things, like, that's how I would react in a situation, or that's what I would say in a situation. Sometimes she takes it to another level and kind of overdoes it sometimes. But for the most part, like, it's just so darn endearing of how much I find myself in that character. All right, guys, I guess that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. It helps out the channel a ton. Comment down below. Y'all already know I love hearing from you guys. Subscribe for more content, and I'll see you for the next one.